Welcome everyone. I hope you had a great New Year's. Happy New Year's to you and your families. Of course, it's always crazy during the holidays here, but I did want to make this video. It's something that's slightly overdue. Besides wishing everybody a Happy New Year, I did want to thank everybody that's been watching the videos and listening to the podcast. I just surpassed 1,000 subscribers a couple weeks ago. It is a little bit overdue, but I wanted to make sure that I was officially there. Sometimes YouTube pulls subscribers off when there's spam accounts and whatnot. So I did really want to make sure I was officially over 1,000 before I made this video. I am fairly sure I'm officially over because I'm getting close to 1,100. So thank you so much for all the support and all the positive feedback that I've received. I received tons of messages and comments and messages on Instagram and emails and whatnot. People thanking me. Thank you for watching and paying attention and enjoying the content. I'm really happy and glad that what I'm producing is resonating with everybody. The ideas that I'm talking about are not mine in general, right? The philosophy that I have with animal care as well as husbandry and animals in general is just, it's not something that I've created. Of course, there's a lot of people that have the same philosophy. I think there's not a lot of people talking about it the way I am. So I think that's why it is resonating with a lot of you guys. So again, thank you so much. I do really, really appreciate it. So while I have you guys here, I thought I would take this opportunity to sort of give a little more in depth of what this channel is and sort of what my plans are with it in the future. Now, one of the things that this channel isn't is it's not what you would classify as a pet tuber channel. I'm actually really not a fan of, well, I shouldn't say I'm not a fan of pet tubing channels. I just really don't consider myself one of those. I don't do a ton on my animals specifically. As you know, you watch my videos. Most of my videos that have to do with my animals are me building enclosures and whatnot, and there's some care things. It's not that I have anything against the pet tubers in general. I just think that there is a lot of them and there doesn't need to be any more. And I also don't have any interest in being that type of person online. I think the pet tuber community does provide some beneficial aspects to whichever hobby they happen to be in. There is this issue that happens, which I discovered very early on, is if you wanted to go down that path of becoming some sort of pet tuber, which I never thought that I would want to be that, but even at the beginning when I started making videos, I realized very quickly, wow, if I want to continue producing content as someone who has animals and someone who's displaying pets, one of the only ways to do that is by getting more animals, which I think is one of the reasons why pet tubers tend to have thousands of animals. Thousands is an exaggeration, but obviously there's, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 animals. I think a lot of it does have to do with the fact that that's how you get your content. And I realized very quickly that's not what I want to do. Again, I have nothing against them. It's just not what this channel is going to be. If you've watched my videos, you know that any of the videos that I have, or most of them are about, building the enclosures behind me, or I do have some care videos and whatnot, but for the most part, I'm not going to be bringing home new animals. That's not what this channel is. And that was really why I started the podcast, because I thought the podcast was a fantastic way to be way more specific and way more detailed with the information we talk about on the channel, way more broad too. I can cover way more. I don't have to talk about what's just in my apartment or in my home. That really sort of restricts to what I can talk about. I want to talk about things that I have no interest in keeping, or that you can't even keep, and animals that don't even fall within the reptile world, animals that are just in general animals. I've had guests talk about bugs and fish, and I have some other guests coming up in the future that have nothing to do with reptiles. They have to do with animals, and I'm very excited about it. So I guess to put that in a nutshell, don't think of this channel as a pet tubing channel. It's not at all what it is. I will take you guys along for some of the things that I do here. Like if I do end up building something new, or if I do happen to get a new animal, of course I'll show that, but most likely I'm not going to be getting any new animals. I do have some little bit of maintenance and things that I have to do in this room, moving my jungle carpet python into the room because he's finally done his quarantine. So when he moves in here, I'll probably do a video on that. And of course, if you do have any videos that you'd like me to do, if you have any suggestions, by all means, let me know. Some of my best videos or most viewed videos are videos that were suggested to me by people that watch my content. So I'm happy to do that as well, but I'm certainly not going to be, bringing home a new animal every single week to satisfy my need to make videos, because that's really not what I want this channel to be. So in the future, again, I'm just going to continue producing I'm going to continue producing podcasts. I really am enjoying the podcast, and the feedback I've been getting from you guys is very, very positive. I do hope if you're listening to them, you have been enjoying them. And again, if you have any guests that you'd like me to have on, I've had quite a few people message me for guests. Shoot me a message on Instagram or send me an email. All my information's below, and I'll try to reach out to those people and see if I can have them on the show. It's one of the best ways that I can find new guests, because I can't be everywhere online, and you guys have different people that you follow that you like me to interview. I'm happy to do that. I really enjoy talking to other people and sharing those conversations with you guys, because that's what this hobby should be about. It's about learning and growth, and that the podcast has really fulfilled that nicely. And again, just to wrap up here, I don't want to make this video too long. If you've watched my second podcast, the second episode of my podcast, or watched the video that's titled "Don't Keep Reptiles," you know that this channel supports the charity the Amazon Rainforest Conservancy. So any of the profits or any money that I do make off of this online project, we'll call it, I do donate some money to that charity. And I do sell shirts. I'm wearing one of the sweaters right now. $5 for every shirt gets donated to the Amazon Rainforest Conservancy. And I'm really excited about it. That's probably one of the thing that I'm the most proud of about this project is we have been able to make some donations. Now, it's been very small. I think right now the total donations I've made is about $50. So again, it's some of it's from shirts, and some of it's from Amazon affiliate accounts, and some of it's from Google AdSense and whatnot. If you want more information on that, just go watch the second episode of my podcast. I do explain it a little more in a little more detail. But what I'm hoping for is that we can continue building that. I mean, $50 is more than zero. So I'm going to continue working on that. And I think what I'd like to do is I'm going to make a live donation counter on my website. So you'll be able to go to my website, animalsathome.ca/save the rainforest. I'll put the links in below in my YouTube description. And there already is that webpage on my site, but I think I'm going to add a live donation so we can all see how much we've actually donated to that charity. And that's one of the great things about hitting 1,000 subscribers on YouTube is now that my videos do have ads on them, so I'm scraping in a couple cents a video a day type thing. It's not a lot, but I do plan on donating some of that to the charity, so I'm really excited about that. And people have been buying the shirts, which I'm really, really grateful for. So thank you so much if you're one of those individuals that bought a shirt. I know the Amazon Rainforest Conservancy is really excited about us helping them out, and I think it's a nice way to tie that loop. I don't want to go in too depth into that project, because if you listen to the second episode of the podcast, I do fully explain it. But next week, I will be releasing an episode with the founder of the charity. Her name's Jana Bell, and she is the founder of the Amazon Rainforest Conservancy. So she's going to be on the show, and we get a chance to listen to her, and she'll tell us her whole story about how she developed the charity. So it gives a really nice background story. So people that are part of this, Animals at Home family, we can call it, you can get an idea of what exactly you are supporting. And if you don't want to buy a shirt and you don't want to do any of that, you don't want to spend any money, 100% okay. I'm not asking for donations here. Just by you watching this video helps out the charity, because either I'm getting some fees in through ads, or having views on YouTube always promotes the channel. Everything that you can do if you're interested in the content by just engaging in the content helps promote it, and will help the donations accumulate. And even if you're not physically donating yourself, 100% okay. I totally get it. Just being here, enjoying the content is more than I can ever ask for. So I really, really appreciate that. Anyway, I better wrap this video up, or else I'll continue rambling on forever. So thank you so much again. I really, really appreciate the support. Again, hitting 1,000 subscribers is awesome. I hope that continues to grow. If you are enjoying the content, please share the content with your friends or family or Facebook groups or whoever you think might be interested in it. If you have guests that you'd like me to have on the podcast, definitely send them my way. And never be afraid to reach out and say hi on any of the platforms, social media, or Facebook or Instagram or Facebook. I'm always fairly quick to answer, so I'm happy to talk with anybody that wants to chat. All right, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.